Cindy, maybe you can take a quick take on Chris's question around what are the solutions you'd recommend for the mid-market in the context of, what's the heavy lift here for the employers or not, right? So it's one thing to say it's wonderful to be proactive, but there's only so many hours in the day. You got a small staff. How do you think about which of these solutions to go after or not?
I always talk about I used to talk about we were entering the era of the 4 E's, but we're in the throes of the era of the 4 E's. And those 4 E's are, we've always historically looked at the clinical evidence and the economics to make coverage determinations. But we now have two other E's, in addition to the evidence and the economics, we have to consider the emotions and the ethics. So to get your arms around that, and again, your culture and your philosophy leads me to say that I would look at that clinical management and that provider engagement and involvement is probably the other spot. It's in addition to the financing mechanisms that go through the list and go through the toolkit tool to say which fit for you. But if I had to point some of it, it would be obviously the financing, but then that clinical provider management would be also essential to look at.